Take a good look at this photo. A 5-day-old baby, Caden Powell, has not been seen now for nearly 14 hours. For the latest from Beloit, we turn to News 3's Michelle Lee. Michelle?
Eric, we are standing by for a news conference that is scheduled to start at 6 o'clock, so we will break into this newscast or this live shot. Take a look. You should be looking at a picture of Caden Powell. He is less than a week old, weighs 6 pounds, is 20 inches long, African-American baby with brown eyes and brown hair. Now, this all happened in the town of Beloit at the 800 block of Homeland Court. I do believe that news conference has started, so let's go ahead and listen in.
Thank you.
Again, recapping what we just heard from the town of Beloit Police Department. 40 officers have been working this case. The parents involved have been at the police station all day, and they have been cooperative.
She's live in the town of Beloit, anchoring our team coverage tonight. Michelle?
Eric, as you mentioned, that clock is ticking tonight. As you said at the top of this newscast, we are 18 hours into this search, and tonight it is still the same goal, to bring Caden home.
At this time, no suspects have been identified and no arrests have been made.
Few details coming in as the search continues for newborn Caden Powell.
The crime scene is still being processed.
The scene, a home at the 800 block of Homeland Court. Police say the 18-year-old mother, Brianna Marshall, called police when she discovered the newborn missing around 4:30 in the morning.
Caden's parents have been at the police department all day and continue to be cooperative.
One person now in question, the half-sister of the mother, Kristen Smith, picked up by police in Iowa. Police say she had some of Caden's clothes, but no Caden.
We will continue throughout the night and into the morning.
So now, as the hours pass, a message for anyone to bring Caden home.
I would like to ask all of you and those that are watching that if you have any information whatsoever or you have observed something that you feel is suspicious, to please reach out to law enforcement so that we can follow up on those leads.
And please reach out. Authorities say that they want to get these numbers out. If you have any information, these numbers are on your screen. It's the Amber Tip Line or the Rock County Communications Center. We're going to continue our coverage now with News 3's Danica Lewis. And Danica, I know you've been in touch with the family tonight.
Yeah, we have. Hearing this and still no word on Caden's disappearance, which is very discouraging and disappointing to him at this hour.
Absolutely. We do want to mention, though, again, police said no arrests, no suspects at this time.
That's absolutely right.
My co-anchor Michelle Lee anchors our live coverage with the latest on the charges that Kristen Smith is facing. Michelle?
A prosthetic belly, like you mentioned, a car seat, a stroller, some baby clothing. Those were all items that police found in Kristen Smith's car. Kristen Smith is the reported half-sister of Caden's mother, but she denied having Caden or knowing where he was until this morning. Smith arrested yesterday in Iowa on an unrelated and outstanding warrant out of Texas. Now, police say she gave them permission to search her car, her cell phone, and even her Facebook account, and that's where investigators found emails and Facebook posts claiming that she was pregnant and had her baby on February 1st. After Caden was found this morning, police again questioned Kristen Smith, and she confessed. She says she took Caden from Wisconsin and later put him behind a gas station in West Branch, Iowa. She even gave detectives a hand-drawn map showing where the baby could be found. That gas station, by the way, about 500 yards away from where Smith turned herself into police yesterday. Of course, investigators are calling this a very good day. Many say they feel proud of the work they did to bring Caden home.
To say they are overjoyed would be really, really an underestimation.
Okay, to recap, Kristen Smith turned herself into police around 5:30 yesterday morning. Caden was not found until 10 o'clock this morning. That is more than 28 hours later. So by all accounts so far, it is believed that Caden was outside this entire time in that plastic tote wrapped in blankets. The temperature, by the way, when he was found was just below 0. Although we know overnight it was extremely cold. It was as cold as 11 below with the wind chills colder than 20 below. So this investigation covering a wide area of the upper Midwest, from officials in Wisconsin to police in Illinois and Iowa, all helping search for the child. We know Smith traveled more than 180 miles on her journey from Beloit to West Branch, Iowa. Now, West Branch is where we find News 3's Jennifer Hoff live at the gas station where Caden was found.
this is what the gas station owner said that he was put into.
Jennifer Hoff reporting live for us tonight in West Branch, Iowa. Jennifer, thank you. In the meantime, you know, we have been able to speak to some of the family members here in the town of Beloit. Obviously, very relieving news for the family. And Jessica Arp, I know you've been talking to some of the family today.
Well, yeah. What seemed like an ominous beginning to a news conference turned quickly into a goosebumps moment.
You can imagine a lot of smiles and hugs going around.
Yeah, just really quickly, I gotta say that first line of your story was amazing because what was ominous, what you thought was gonna be ominous, ended up being a goosebump moment.
It absolutely was. I mean, I've never started shaking at the first line of a press conference, but it was that emotional at the time.
Unbelievable. Thank you, Jessica Arp.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Michelle Lee coming to you live from our Affordable Care Act phone bank at WISC TV. This is an effort to get people signed up for health care before that March 31st deadline. We have a panel of experts who can answer all of your questions.
About 300 contacts in the couple of hours that we've been taking calls.
Wow, we can hear them all working in the background. Dave, thank you.
You bet.
We can tell you we have answered and taken a lot of calls today.
Are people ready in Wisconsin?
I think for the most part. As we've reported, more than 90,000 people are losing Badger Care and looking for options. Tonight, many of you still have questions, and Only News 3 is helping answer them, along with about a dozen community partners. Like it or not, healthcare changes are coming, and they're coming fast.
Everybody's stepping up.
We have a panel of experts on standby. And as a last push, around a dozen community partners are working together.
So when he was applying,
WISC held a phone bank to get your questions answered, and more than 500 of you either made that call or contacted us through the web.
Well, this phone bank has been a great opportunity for...
Oh boy, Eric, I gotta tell you, it's been such a great day. The phone lines are just now starting to close, but we're hoping for a few stragglers. And I want everyone at home to listen to me just for a second, because we need about 24 or 28 people to donate $50 to really put the goal over the edge. So if there are 28 people out there who can put a $50 donation in, that would be wonderful. But I have to tell you, the best part about today was not about raising money, but to see a community uplifted.
Happy holiday. Bye.
As the day's telethon kept pushing towards a goal, the folks here were breaking bread.
It's inspirational. It really is.
Over and over again.
The fact that they know who you are, to me, means a lot. It's like working with family every week.
From the volunteers who cook meals once a week to those who help empower our youth every day.
I like hanging out with my friends, and all my friends come here, and then I like getting help on my homework.
It's impossible to solve all of life's problems, but the Goodman Center has no problem taking them on, of course, thanks to generous people.
But I'm in awe of what a generous and amazing community we have.
The goal on this day may be to raise money, but the outcome certainly goes beyond that. Around here, it's also about lifting spirits.
We're very, very grateful, to be on the receiving end of it and to see everything that they do. It's like, yeah, that's how it should be. It really is.
And that's how it should be, right? Okay, back here live, it has been such an incredible day, hanging out with all the volunteers, and you can hear the phones are starting to ring again. Okay, you guys, we are back with a final total, and what is it?
15,505.
Oh my gosh, you guys, that was not what we started with at the first of the day.
No.
And that will double?
Double. We have an anonymous donor who is doubling that gift amount. So thank you guys.
Awesome. Do you want to say one thing to the community? Just one last word.
Well, thank you, Channel 3, and thank you, amazing community.
I'm Michelle Lee of Brackettstown. Coming up, we're going to find out what those Kentucky fans think they know about Wisconsin.
Our Michelle Lee went to a place today called Brackettstown, and I understand you ran into some of the enemy, the Kentucky fans.
I did. Oh my gosh. Well, we decided to call it Badgertown instead of Brackettstown. You like that? As much as I wanted to say something really mean about those Kentucky fans, I couldn't. They were all very nice. But smart about Wisconsin, that's another story. What do you guys know about Wisconsin? Nothing.
Corn. I don't know.
Cheese?
I know they can shoot real well and they can pass the ball, so it's going to be a tough matchup.
What is the capital of Wisconsin?
Can I Google? Not a clue. I can't think right now.
It should be Green Bay.
Now, hey, someone's going to say something about that. What is
Madison.
Madison? Hey, awesome.
Oh, bless their hearts. You know, we've been in the South before, and so we know that when you're clueless, that's a nice way to say it in the South. So bless their hearts. We wish them well, but, you know, we're going to take them down.
Hey everybody, we are live on YouTube. We are following some breaking news, so we wanted to keep everyone posted here since we can't be on the air. We have confirmed that the Memorial Union on the campus of the University of Wisconsin in Madison is on lockdown. Police are looking for a suspected shooter tonight.
They find the guy? What's going on? I heard the shots. Crazy, right?
You did? Okay. What time was that and where were you?
I was actually in my apartment building.
Did you know right away that they were shot?
It definitely sounded like shots. They drove right past me as I was walking up Wisconsin.
We do have someone who has been tweeting us. First word of gunmen at the Wisconsin Union Terrace came from a student who took the stage and read the WISC alert. Jennifer Hoff asked if you've heard anything else, and Dave said nothing. No one has come in to say anything. They're all relying on social media, texting, friends, and email. Someone tweeted back, normal people don't know what shelter in place means. Shelter in place means to stay indoors.
It looks like we've got two guys. One is currently being looked for in the Madison College building on North Carroll and Doty Street. And then another one allegedly ran towards campus, and we've gotten confirmed that the union is locked down and that UWPD is getting involved.
Jess is our executive producer and Brandy is our 10 o'clock producer, and so they're trying to figure out what sound we should use for the 10 o'clock and how we're going to put our newscasts together. We're still live on YouTube. Our numbers keep growing, so if you see anything that you want to share with us, you can share it on YouTube. But this is a live look at our newsroom, so this is what you're seeing. Hey, can you see me? As you can see, it's a little patchy there. We're going on Wi-Fi. Where are you? Can you tell us what happened?
Sure. Well, I am right now outside of the police department. I did manage to talk to a girl who saw the entire thing go down from her bedroom window. Said that there were two guys chasing another. That's when the guy in front with a backpack on pulled out a gun and shot.
We are listening in to Danica as she gets ready for her live shot. Let me read you something because this is an incident report that we just got in. The suspects have been detained by police but have not been arrested. Thanks for staying with us. We've been at this since 6:30 tonight. It appears that the stay has been lifted. We're certainly glad that you joined us tonight, and I think at this point we're going to sign off. We do have a 10 o'clock newscast that you can watch on Channel 3. And thank you so much for sticking with us. This was almost a 2.5-hour ordeal. So, good night, everyone. Thanks.
2 Dane County Sheriff's deputies are being treated for injuries suffered when they were attacked, in the words of Sheriff Mahoney, at a home in the town of Primrose. And that's where News 3, my co-anchor Michelle Lee, has been stationed for much of the day. She joins us now with the very latest from the scene of what transpired today. Michelle?
Yeah, hi, Eric. We're still trying to get that information. We heard it just as you heard it live here on News 3. And what we can gather is that the homeowners here had been beaten, and they called the sheriff's office. 2 deputies arrived at least, and now we know that 2 were hurt and flown to UW with non-life-threatening injuries. Something that the sheriff mentioned in that news conference was that one man, the man who may have caused all this, may have some sort of medical condition, and that would be a huge factor in this investigation. And we have also learned by listening to that news conference that that person is deceased. So that may be why there are still a lot of authorities on the scene out here. Here's what we know. We know this started around 12:35 this afternoon, and Danica Lewis has spent most of the afternoon here, but you were actually here when the med flight came as well.
Yeah, we watched the med flight.
It is a sea of red out there. I mean, you see a little bit of blue, right? But I mean, just tons of Badger fans, and they are going nuts. It has been a completely, extremely crazy night. I mean, I just can't really explain it to you. We are outside of the stadium right now, and really this is the best place to be. It's really kind of funny because there are TVs here and we can watch the game. It's the best view in the house, but for Dallas folk, it's a little bit cold, so I think they don't want to be out here. But also, who is going to miss this game? Who's going to get out of their seats right now?
We are live today on location at the Kohl Center where Bo Ryan, the team, and hundreds of fans are now piling in.
Yeah, they're starting to stream in.
Yep, to celebrate what was one of really the greatest seasons in Wisconsin basketball history.
Just call the number. There's Michelle. She's extremely excited, as she always is. There she is. Call the number 608-712-9687 or 608-279.